How's everyone doing tonight? Oh, let me close my door real quick. I don't disturb anyone else out there. They don't disturb any of us. Welcome in to tonight's show. I hope everyone's doing all right. We got some awesome items traded in over this past week. Um, Chris, thanks for the like already. Um, some stuff that we don't always see. There's some of the normal stuff that we get. Some of the Nintendo games and Super Nintendo games. Got some good ones. Do not have that ogre battle if we've been looking for it, but we got close. We got really close in my opinion. Um, One item we don't normally take, and some good items. It's 7 o'clock, so everyone knows we start then. So I'm gonna get right into it. We're gonna start with the one item we don't normally take, but it's a good set, and I do get asked for these from time to time. I just don't have normally any way to buy them cheap, and these things fail a lot. So to find them in good working order is nice. But it's the Astro A40s. It's the multi-platform set. It's got the mixer with it. So PlayStation 4, PC, either one of those. Probably does not work with the Xbox. It doesn't say it does. If you can't, I wouldn't suggest it. So PS4 or PC. Mine are the same way. Mine go to one or the other, and they work great. So got these up at the store. I'm gonna price them a little bit cheaper than what you get them for online. They're lightly used. They show like minor signs of wear, but all in all, it checked out. It was pretty good. So we'll have those up at the store tomorrow. I'm gonna get in a little bit later. Hey Tom, how are you doing today, my friend? I hope all is well with you, and if not, I hope it gets better. Couple of Nintendo games we got in. Journey to Silas. Good Nintendo game from what I looked on the video. I've never played this one, but the next one I have played. It might not be in the same like price range as Journey is, but Super Dodgeball is absolutely one of my favorite Nintendo games. This game is great. Honestly, if we have it at the store and someone just wants to play it and never has, just ask me to hook it up, and if we've got time, I'll play around with you. The game is actually really fun. And then we got a box copy, complete in box. I believe it's got manual and everything in here of Willow. Old school, even got their own movie. And then I got a good selection of Super Nintendo games in. I'm gonna go over these. Last one's a pretty good one. So we got in a copy of Super R-Type. Haven't seen Super R-Type in a minute. I'll probably have to take these out of plastic before we do this. So I got in a pretty copy and an ugly copy of Super Mario All Stars. Um, Price is different. We price based on condition, for sure, is taken into consideration. So if you want a budget buy game that you want to play, four different Mario games for 16.99, not bad, ugly label, or more towards want the game on your shelf looking nice and clean. So different variants, and again, I just want you guys to know that we take that into consideration. So one other one we got in here, it was Demon's Crest. Ooh, I am going to take these out of the plastic. This is the last one you'll see these in plastic. I won't do that to you guys anymore. Demon's Crest, huge game. Um, that will be in the case tomorrow. It's getting a little bit warm in my stream room, so excuse me while I take my hoodie off. I put a heater in here a minute ago. Um, Game Boy Advance in the box for my Final Fantasy collectors. We got Final Fantasy 1 and 2, Dawn of Souls. Get your oh my gosh. I'm trying to say something I couldn't. The way that turn-based, you get your turn-based RPG action as opposed to the new way they do RPGs. Um, I got in a handful of. You know what? Let's stick with Game Boy. So this is a sweet Game Boy case, though they're not valuable. What is in it is pretty cool to find. Um, Anyone guess what's in here? Any guesses before I open it? It's Game Boy related. All right. We got a really clean Game Boy printer loaded with a roll of paper. I did not actually test it because I consider this more to be a collector's item than actually usable right now. But it did come with the red version of the Game Boy camera, excuse me. And there was an extra roll of paper still in its wrapper. They don't make paper this size anymore. Not easily to find, anyways. So those are pretty cool. So yes, it's not. So this is like literally the original selfie. So when we were kids, we would put the camera in our Game Boy. We could take a picture of ourselves and then print it out in like this dot matrix style printer. People would also use it to print out pictures of their Pokemon from their Pokemon games. Um, the printer itself didn't function that great, but it's a really cool piece of just like video game history. So anyone that collects Nintendo era stuff since it started and whatnot. That's a really cool item, and we got its bag. So the bag for the Game Boy, willing to let that go with it. Just ask. Um, we also got in a Dreamcast. Now the Dreamcast is already gone. I made a cool deal online. Somebody in a Facebook group. They wanted a Dreamcast, some cash. They're trying to trade out for a Nintendo Switch. Well, they happen to have a Fortnite Nintendo Switch, brand new in the box. So I shot him the cash that he wanted. When the Fortnite console gets here, this Dreamcast and a couple of games are gonna go up to him. But though it was the only Dreamcast we had in the store, I've been asking for people have been asking for a Switch for a long time. So I wanted to get another Switch in the store that we should be able to get in before Christmas, so someone in the local community gets really happy with it. That was the end goal. Um, I got a couple of cool OG Xbox games in here. This one's not crazy valuable, but one of my all-time favorites is Need for Speed Underground. It gets asked for a lot, so I figured I'd go ahead and let you guys know we got a copy in. So whenever you can make it up at the store, come snag this one. It's actually only $6.99, but this game, I loved that one back in the day. Underground 2 was better, but Underground was still fun. And we got in a copy of The Punisher. I was asked for this one not long ago by a customer. I wish more people watched, but good trade-in. Couple of good PlayStation 2 games and one good PlayStation. So it's loose, but it's a Castlevania Symphony of the Night. I'll have that in the PlayStation case tomorrow. Actually, I believe all of these will go in the PlayStation case tomorrow, except for one. Um, we got in Gungrave. Never played it, but it actually looks really cool. I might want to play it. Still got a copy of The Punisher. Um, Tenchu, Fatal Shadows. This one might be spoken for. We're going to see how it goes. But nice to have another Tenchu game in. Mega Man X Collection. Cheapest way to get 7 Mega Man games is right here. The X games were really fun. And a Castlevania Curse of Darkness. That is a heavy hitter for the PlayStation 2. Um, get your good old classic vampire slashing in that one. So, um, one more stack, and then I got two rare items. I don't know if anyone's really gonna be interested in the rare items, but their value is kind of crazy. Um, Craig, you happen to be in here? If not, maybe you check the video out later. Um, you know what? Xbox did a lot of backwards compatibility. I would actually have to check. I have my browser open on the other screen, but let me get through these. It might be. I believe it was one of the backwards compatible titles. But I can't keep that all in my head. So I got in a huge stack of PSP UMD videos. Um, I mean basic titles. You guys can see most of them in here. I got another about stack and a half of that size. So Snatch, Hustle and Flow, Batman Begins, Final Fantasy VII, Underworld, all good classic action movies. Except for the big hit. Are there two Underworlds in here? Was this a different Underworld? Which Underworld was that? That's Underworld Evolution, because Underworld's in this stack right here. So, good stack of UMD movies. I knew that was going to happen. Those will be up at the store tomorrow. Welcome in the people who got in here a little bit late. If you want to go back, if you got in here late, check out a few of the things we've already gone over. There's been really great Super Nintendo games, PS2 stuff. And I'm down on my last two items. The items are they're Atari games, and every so often, Scarface? Let me check real quick. I will check for you right now, my friend. On the OG Xbox. Absolutely. Um, yes. There's people that would still want to play Scarface on the original Xbox. So if you're wanting to get rid of it, let me know. I'll see what I can do with you. So I have this old school Superman game and this game called Dare Diver for it fits in the Atari 2600 and it was made by Telegames. Let me switch the screen over real quick. Oh, you can't see with my face in the way. I don't think I can move the whole thing. Um, I'll do this. That's the Superman game. Um, so complete in box. I open this bad boy up. I know I got the price sticker right on the top, but it is that Telegames Superman. I guess they have it this way. The other one looked really cool, which they didn't have a price on price charting for it. It was the one with the game in label. Like this one is like so valuable that nobody ever even sells it. Um, but this one is the one that I have, and there is his manual. So complete in box, unless they came in a bigger box and then put them in these. But either way, that is a rare game, and I was just blown away that an Atari game. Um, well, if you kept it in the box, Tom, it is now worth $455. That's just again blows my mind. I love when things like that happen. I love when I get just surprised by a trade. Daredevil wasn't too bad either. Daredevil is also complete in box for a 110 complete in box game. I'm going to hang these out at the store for a little bit. I'm not sure that people are going to be flooding into the store to spend $450 on an Atari game, even though it's rare. They might find themselves online, or maybe I'll use them for some trade bait. I prefer to trade for some things to get other cool items in the store. Like if I can go and get $350 worth of high-end N64 games to put in the case, and someone gets a $455 Atari game, all is happy. So um, I look to do deals like that for the store. So I'm gonna be coming up with a sale. I'm gonna announce it sometime next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. The sale will probably go all the way throughout December 25th for the holidays. I want to do a bunch of things up there. I've seen so many new customers in this past week. It's been amazing. So if any of you are viewing now, because I've talked to some of you about Twitch, thank you so much for coming in. For those of you viewing, tell your friends and family about us. The fact that we're getting new customers is amazing, but it's still shocking me that I can be there for 5 years and most of the people like around my general area don't even know that I exist. Um, I love the community. I want you guys in the store taking part so we can grow and expand and get more things in there and do more with the community. So that's the end goal. So and Tom, supporting the stream's a good way. Hitting the share button. If you're viewing, I don't know if you're viewing through Facebook, Twitch, or YouTube, but we stream through all of them simultaneously. Appreciate the likes and follows um, from everybody. So that's all the items that I've got to show off for now. Thank you, Benjamin. Hope you've been here the whole time. Appreciate the like, my friend. Hope to see you in the store in this next week or so. I'll be up there tomorrow, probably sometime a little bit after noon. I got a couple little bit things to do in the morning, but if any of you guys are free, come and see me. If not, I think it's early enough that I'll be in there on time in the morning. So if you guys want to see me on Saturday, come and see me. If your football team is playing this weekend, good luck. Unless you like the opposite of my team. So no offense, but if you're a Dallas fan or a Seminoles fan, I'm going for the opposite team as you. But I still wish you good luck in your season. Um, Thank you guys for coming out. I'm gonna go. I'm probably gonna play something, and if I got any friends on, I'll go ahead and stream it. Normally, I only stream those to Twitch. So if you haven't had Twitch, go to Twitch, create an account, and follow us. We're twitch.tv/GonBroGaming. Heard the Jags may be leaving. I've been hearing that for a decade. So it might be for real this time. I've been saying for at least 5 to 8 years that they're going to be London's first team. So I heard some things about your Xbox this past week. I hope they called you. If not, I'm going to find out on Saturday. I'll have an update for you Saturday about your Xbox if you haven't heard anything in our past week. All right, brother. You take care.